Back up a couple slides.
Yeah. No way.
Don't stare. So everybody sit here and just kind of tap the table while we're waiting, you know?
Yes.
I need you to know last night you had 2 guests. I've been doing this
Or your husband, that's right.
I've been doing this 2.5 years, and my husband has rolled his eyes and talked about my snake oil. I mean, it has been arguments. You never do that to me again with snake oil. You know, I'd be sharing with somebody, and it would just, like, I respect what you do, and I don't sharpshoot you, and whatever. And we really had to come to an agreement on that. Well, Thursday night when I realized you were doing a RRP, I had somebody I was bringing, and then they couldn't come. I'm like, look, I need a date. It's Friday night, and I need you to come. I don't want to go by myself. Okay, I'll go. So he doesn't use anything but the EHT because the guys he worked with use preparation H under their eyes, and this is disgusting. They probably only have one tube. Okay, just saying.
No judgment.
But I knew you were men, and I knew other men. I didn't know if you'd be there, but I thought you might be there, and I thought
would have been, but
right. I wanted him to see how a man would present this, and I didn't say anything to anybody, so we just came.
Yeah.
We got in the car. He goes, well, it is sales, but he said, tell me what I need. I need you to take my before pictures, and I want to start using this. So I was in today, because I said, we do not today.
And when you guys should have seen him when he walked in,
he wasn't happy.
let me tell you, he walked in with, to let everyone know, I'm in the military. He had his army shirt on. He was like this. Right? Because he didn't know what she told people, right? If you're going into something, you're thinking she prepped everybody, so when I came in, they'd be like, hey. So I guarantee he was feeling that vibe, like thinking that's his perception coming in, and he was like this. When he left, he was swinging his feet on the chair. You know why? I purposely did this. I brought up my grandfather in the military. Where are you stationed? I started talking about him and things that made him comfortable. We got on the same level. The next thing you know, he went from this, and it was like, I'm scared to even be here, to sitting on a table and telling me about this museum that I should have my family give things from my grandfather who was a bomber pilot in World War II. His whole demeanor was like, I'm a part of it. What was I so scared of? And then he gets in the car and says, I need to try these products.
That's awesome.
Thank you. And I think it really didn't have anything to do so much with it. Was all it had, because, look, I talked about the products, but I guarantee you don't remember anything with those pictures. He saw those guys, that's why I do that. I went guy, fraternity brother, hockey player guy, right? My buddy that looks like an egg. You guys are going to die when you see him. He looks like an egg. And so, that's what people, they see results, and then they want to know, is this what I want to be a part of? The information, they don't care about details. No one cares about details. That's why doing Facebook Lives, building a brand, and being approachable, and I want, I'm maybe just buying a night cream, but I'm buying not just the night cream, I'm buying everything about who you are, right? And you plug them into who we are, right? Everything, that's the power of this, right? Everything you could have done and said until you were blue in the face, my fiance included, wouldn't have done a lick of good. I had to be the tour guide. Just come with me and have your own experience. Because my fiance was just like your husband, right? I already know what's happening here.
Congratulations.
I think it's incredible. It's emotional. Guys, isn't this, this business is emotional. And if you don't think it is, if you think this is just corporate America, and I do A to get B, and I show up and I bitch about my boss, and I hate this, and I wish this was different, and then I go home and rah, 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 and I just do this, but I'm getting paid, paying the bills, life's good. Right? I mean, that's where people are coming from. Then they think they're going to come in here, we're all going to be like, yeah, fire, rainbow shooting out our butt, and everything's weird and goofy. No, you're authentic, you're real, we're just good people, we're just having fun.
just ask a question? Like, by a show of hands, when you guys, I know with the new acne and stuff, like, Firm is super, it's my season. Like, I love Firm. I can't even listen to Raylan tell me about selling other products. I'm like focused and inspired because I love it. But do you guys get like hyper emotional and like while someone's telling you something on the phone, you're like crying, the ugly cry. Oh.
You're so happy for them.
So happy, like a little boy that danced with my daughter. He tried pads twice, and it took the swelling went down on his acne, and I was crying. I had to pick up the phone and call him and talk to him personally. His mom was like, "It's okay, Jessica." I'm like, "You don't understand. That's a
Nobody knows I get it. You do.
I'm so happy for you. You're such a young boy." I mean, but he's
He's probably like, who is
look, we were in competitions. Like our kids competed together. We spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
He knows I'm crazy. So he knew it was coming.
She just crazy again.
He's like, I know, it's so exciting. I'm like, Cooper, it's so nice. He's up against the world already. He's a dancer, a male dancer. You know, like, if you could, I don't know. And then, all my people with dash jerk bypass or sleeves that have lost weight and their bodies all like, and, you know, and I'm like, you're losing your shit because of the cruise. My friend had these Smirkin strip clubs back in the day together. She had an explant. She did not go and have new ones put in. She's using the Firm right now to tighten her boobs. What's left after they took out the
Only to be shared in the region.
I wanted her to use it years ago when she had the
You got all that?
And then I called her one day. I said, "Okay, happy birthday. Let me send you a sample." She goes, "I really need something to tighten my body." I said, "No." I called her up. I said, "Girl, I don't sample that. This is what you can expect if you buy it." She said, "Okay, I'll buy it."
Yeah,
Put it in.
and that's posture. By the
And
way.
we are having a party on the 22nd, and guess what? We get to see pictures of.
You are not welcome, Mike.
But this is that's
You want guys to go to a party? This will be there. That's awesome. All right, she back? She's back. All right. So if you're a brand new baby brand partner, if you could stand up, please. That's incredible. Is anyone fast start qualified? One person. That's incredible. 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Ever. 5. See how I'm like, okay, awesome. I knew there was more. I can't say that. Now, does everyone know if you are a brand new baby brand partner and you fast start qualify, which means you get 3 brand partners within your first full 30 days, when did you sign up? It's already been a full month? Okay, so anyone that you sign up or that we all sign up and they fast start qualified, they get 2,000 points towards Cabo trip. 2,000. There's a lot of people that don't even have that right now. So that's incredible. So know that. Brand Partner Plus. So this means that you have recruited one person into your business, which is the most and hardest person to recruit. Yes. I'm telling you, that's the hardest one to get, is your first one. And usually it's the first one.
international baby?
Patrick Murphy talks about it. It's usually someone that doesn't buy the business, they buy you. They're saying, I'll do this business with you. Right? So getting one person is incredible. Senior brand partners, so that means you have 2 business partners in your business. Do we have any senior brand partners? Come on now! Are you a dance teacher? And then we have elite brand partners. partners. The elite brand partner means you now have 3 business partners underneath you. Do we have any elite brand partners?
Is that the level right underneath the director? Is there one more?
No, we have 2 more. So, or we have 1 more till under director. So elite brand partner is 3 business partners. The next one is premier brand partner. That means you have 3 brand partners, and one of your brand partners is starting to build a team. So that means you're helping to get your team paid now. Are there any? Yes, brother. Yeah. Premier brand partner.
Oh no. Sorry.
That's okay. You're giving him support. Now, this next one is, I got this with Patrick Murphy. When he did this, I was like, what a great way to show people that the little business you think is too little and it's not anything, is actually something. The next one is going to be a director. And a director, is there any directors in the house? Yes! A director, their team is doing about $42,000 a year in business. That is not peanuts. That's a good business to have on a very spare time basis. The next one is team director. Do we have any team directors in the house? Usually it's the other way around in businesses, isn't it? And you got any brand new brand partners? 3/4 of the room stands up. And then as you go higher, the numbers get smaller. Isn't it ironic that the higher we go, the numbers of people standing up get bigger? That's awesome. So, team director is doing about $72,000 on average in business on a yearly basis. That's incredible. Then we have elite director.
That would be you.
Any elite directors? All right, we're going to skip elite director. And we're going to go right to premier director. Now watch this. Premier directors teams are doing about $250,000 in business every year. That's incredible. I know you've never heard of it like that, right? Patrick Murphy show. He's like, well, if this is what their team needs to do on a monthly basis, times that by 12, and that's what their team's doing. He goes, that's a business. Don't confuse yourself to think, oh, I'm not where I want to be. You are running a business. And that's why we need to switch our minds over to I am running a business, not just this thing. And the best business owners are the one that control this game. The next one is area marketing director. Woo! We're doing about $500,000 a year in business, which is insane to me. It's crazy talk, right? When you get started, you don't think, right? I'm like, how do I get a business partner, right? And so that's insane. We have any regional marketing directors here? Yeah, we will. And then national marketing directors. National marketing directors do about $1.5 million in business every year, their team. That's a lot of business. That's a lot of business. Do we have any silver national marketing directors? Gold national marketing directors. Platinum national marketing. Everybody stand up. Yeah, you want to stand up. Everyone stand up. Yeah. Awesome. So I like doing that. It's your time. You can get a watch.
Autumn is new also.
Oh, Rachel's brand partner. You just come in the room.
Yeah,
Were you here? I was so focused on her coming back.
This
Stand up! Get up! Stand up, Brady brand partner. I don't care. Is this your first regional?
No, second.
Second regional? Is this your first regional?
My second.
Second. That's phenomenal. Awesome. You're the most important people here, right? We've all heard this information before.
A new baby is new for a whole year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I see somebody pushing a 6-month-old, that's a new baby.
Ironically, we're all pretty baby because we're only 7-year-old company. That's pretty insane. Right? So, you can get a watch. How can you get a fossil watch? Here's how. Reach out and touch somebody. Reach out and touch. Right? When you have an old new brand partner who's a achieved 500 QB, so you sign up for 500. At the time of enrollment, you earn a Neora Each One Reach One medal. Not watch, but this is a medal. This is number 1. Right? So you get this nice medal that says Each One Reach One. Big tippet. Earn a Neora watch. Now, how do you earn the watch? Time is ticking away, so don't delay. When you have enrolled 3 brand partners at 500, you get a fossil watch. 3 brand partners get a fossil watch. 3 brand partners make $300 and $150 bonus if you do that in your first 30 days as a brand new brand partner. So think about that. You recruit somebody in business and you say, I'm going to help you get 3 brand partners. Here's why. You're going to make $450. You're going to fast track qualify. You're going to get 2,000 points towards the Cabo trip, and you're going to get a watch branded by Neora. That's pretty awesome, right? And then be a Neora founding brand partner. We are all founding brand partners. We need to change the wording on this.
Yes.
They need to change it to be a Neora founding brand partner program member.
Yes.
Right? Because we're all Neora founding brand partners, all of us, every single one of us. But if you want to be in the program to get extra benefits, you have access to promotions, perks, training tools, commemorative gold, another pin. So you'll have 2 pins. Recognition in the first edition of Neora magazine, which I have, and I've always wanted to be in the magazine. Now I'm in the magazine, and my little name is in here. Okay, it's kind of fun that I'm in the magazine. Just my name, but that's enough, right? It's kind of fun.
You can highlight that.
Yeah, I highlight it. Oh, yeah. I'm like, I'm right here. Recognition at the Get Real National Conference. Awesome. So the options are, number 1, existing brand partners in the United States only between January 10th and the end of this year can earn to be part of the status of the founding brand partner member. Enroll 3 brand partners with 500 by the end of the year, and you are part of the program. And being part of the program means whenever they have a promotion, sometimes they'll say, here's the promotion, and if you are founding brand partner member, then you get like double points, or you get extra this, or you have access to this promotion only, where other people don't. So what is the number 1 thing they're telling us to do is get 3 brand partners. Right? You get a watch, you get points, you get fast start qualified, you get part of the program, you get more promotions. So it's always get 3 brand partners. Social media boot camp, who's doing that? I know Michio's doing that. Right? We have 2 people that have talked about the social media boot camp and how it's affected their business. Anyone else want to share how this has affected their business? Or what they're learning from it that they didn't know?
I'm getting more followers on Instagram. Like, it's insane. Like, people messaging me and talking to me, and I'm honestly not anywhere near my Instagram game that it needs to be, if you will. But it's insane. You guys engaged in Instagram?
And random people just kept saying, I've been watching your Facebook Live, but I haven't noticed that they've been watching.
That's exactly right.
And I'll add to that, certainly one of the things they always have talked about is, find that one group on Facebook that you want to be a part of, like, Jim sees with the cats.
My Russian blue
Russian
cats.
blue, and then she's got her, dental
The
hygiene,
nurses.
her stuff. And so I'm like, really starting to work out more and get really fit. And so I started on Instagram, following a lot of the fitness guys, seeing some of the workouts and all that kind of stuff. And then as I do that, other people, because they're friends with him on Instagram, see me, and now they're starting asking to follow me. These fitness women, fitness men are seeing that. So what a great opportunity when I put stuff out there with Neora. What a great chance that I may be able to see them see what I'm hearing.
That's exactly right. And for those of you who, you can be honest, we're a family here. Don't feel like we're going to judge you because we can't all do everything. Who here hasn't done the boot camp yet? Anyone? Okay, great. So if you haven't done it, those of you that have done it, that were scared of using social media or didn't know how to use it to its full potential and wanted to, but never had anyone tell you how, does Amber explain how to use Instagram and social media in a very easy way to understand.
Yes.
Or does she say, here's how to do it, like a lot of instructional things, right? Younger
Like your
people.
23-year-old.
I'm in my 40s. I'm a Facebook guy. I'm not an Instagram guy yet. But I'm learning how to use it because Amber explains it so easily for me to understand. Right? I had to have him set stuff up. I'm not a tech guy. So I get insecure. And when I get insecure, I start to do this. I just don't want to do it. Does anyone relate to that?
Yep.
Okay, social media, something like that for a lot of people. Facebook Live was very difficult for me. All I had to do, though, was hit live. But I was so overwhelmed with what I thought the process was going to be that I didn't even look into it. Does that make sense? So a lot of what we think is way overwhelming, this boot camp makes it super understandable.
So are the recordings on Edge?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay, under what's new or social media? Oh, okay.
Yes. I highly recommend. It has changed Michio's not only business, but her belief in herself. Completely. And it's, when you talk about getting emotional about people and the product, when you watch team members, the light goes on and they start doing things, there's no greater joy. And so, and I couldn't have given that to her. The boot camp gave that to her. Right? So I hope that all for you guys. Destination, see who's going to Cabo?
Well, where? Cabo. Oh, Cabo. Of course you're going, John.
Who wants to go to Cabo?
Want to go to Cabo?
That's great. So, Cabo, it's for all these countries. Usually it was just like 1 or 2 countries went on the trip. Now it's all these countries, which is awesome. Qualifications, level 1, it's 20,000. Level 2, 23,000. You guys get with your upline to find out specifics about this. But just like a dream board, like you saw on my dream board, I always have a destination with. I always wanted to swim with turtles. I've got a 37-year-old turtle.
What?
Yeah, I was 7 years old. My dad was allergic to dogs. They didn't have hypoallergenic back in '82. And he said, why don't you go down to the pet store and get a turtle or something. So I got a turtle, and it has not died. I named him Freddie and realized it was a female about 4 years ago when my fiance, who's an animal welfare scientist, said, you need to take it to the vet. And I go, vet? They don't take turtles. She goes, an exotic vet. I'm like, thank God she's in my life. So I took the turtle and she's like, oh yeah, she's doing great. I go, excuse me? Her name is Freddie. So her name is still Freddie. And, so I always wanted to swim with turtles. So Cabo, Bahamas. We're going to Bahamas. I cannot wait. to go to the Bahamas. Next week, Sunday, yes. Who's going to Bahamas? Woohoo! Hell yeah! Hey, here's the deal. This is my first trip.
Amen.
This is my first trip. I've never been on a trip with you. Right? So here's another thing to throw out there to you. You don't think that affected me? Watching all these people go on trips, right? And I'm running a regional. I've never been on a trip. Don't let you stop you from being the best you in your journey. This is a journey. This is not, right? We do the best we can. Jeff, you got to listen to How to Do the House. He inoculated me. I would listen to it in the sauna every time I would work out 5 days a week. And I just listened to it. And he said, yes, there's people who go straight to the top at the beginning. And that's good because it lets us know this opportunity works. But the majority, that is not the case. This is a journey, right? So if you haven't made a trip and you don't think you could make a trip, then you don't think you could make a trip. Until I said, I don't care, I'm just going to do everything that they told me to do, and I did the smart goals and blah, 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 all this stuff, I started hitting stuff, right? But it was a process to get to that point. Some people show up to Neora with read all the books already, have a huge network, already know how to talk to people. Just show me what to do. And they do it, and boom, you're like, wow, they came in, they're already, why are you, I've been doing this for 4 years. Why isn't it, right? That's normal. Totally normal. And so it's how do I...
to get to that point?
Huh?
How long did it take them to get to that point?
That's the thing. There's always a story behind the story.
Right.
Always.
Right.
Always. So how the name of the game is that thought process is going to happen. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. They're better than I am. I judge their outsides to my insides. The way their life looks doesn't match the way I feel on the inside. I'm not. Go ahead.
I think that for us, when it became a need more than a want, I have to agree with that. We had a financial crisis. We had retirement of $8,000 to $10,000 a month that went away, and we just bought a new home. We were financially secure, and bam, it happened. And so it was either sink or swim.
Yeah. But here's the deal. That right there is what Jeff calls a day of disgust or despair. When he watched his car get towed after he, standing there in his window, he had to make it happen.
Yeah, we had to make it happen. We've ranked up 2 levels, and we're not quitting.
And here's the deal. You're going to have people in your business that will have a need. I never really had one.
We didn't have a need.
Yeah.
We just wanted to clear.
Right. So, and I've never really had one. I've always known that I could get a job in the restaurant industry.
Sure.
Making money was never an issue for me. If you've worked in a restaurant, you can always work in a restaurant. Especially if you have experience, like, come on in, we need somebody.
Yeah.
So for me, I never had the need, but I had the days of despair.
Right.
So it's one or the other. You're exactly right.
Right.
And that's what fires you up. So if you're rocking along comfortable, even if you're rocking along comfortable and you're doing this business, you're still going to have that mind game.
You gotta have plan B.
Yeah, totally. So, Cabo, how to earn, we can talk about this. Other ways to earn, auto-deliver, this is fun. I think this is more important than anything. They're giving us points just for doing our business.
I love it.
Which is ridiculous. It's pretty awesome. Right? That's great. That's great.
What's the power of 5? Achieve the power of 5.
It's so crazy.
Oh,
If you're a new brand partner, we're only doing the incentive and you faster, you get 2,000 points.
that's insane.
It blows my mind. I mean, it's just crazy. They're just laying it out there now for us. Right? The global retreat is in the Mediterranean. That's right. Yeah. That's crazy. Get Real Dallas. I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for this. I love it, right? I mean, we've been to the concert. I look around at people that have been to the concert. They're going, right? People who haven't been are like, Dallas. Right? And they just don't know yet. But, we drank in the Kool-Aid.
And it's my
good
birthday.
Kool-Aid. Huh?
It's my birthday.
What are you out here, Mike?
No, May 14th is my birthday. We're gonna
That's all right. Very good. May 14th, we're going to party. So, who's going to Mike's birthday party? That's how we should promote this. Hey, Mike's having a birthday party in Dallas. Who's going? See how much? Look at it. Well, it's tough right now. Think about that. How more excited do you feel by saying it's a birthday party in Dallas? Hell yeah, I'll go. There's a conference in Dallas.
We're going to start with Mike's and we're going to end with Heather's.
And yours on 16?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm not going home. Get your flight on the 18th. Yes. Super fun. This is how you get plugged in. I do not miss Near You. I do not miss the corporate call. I do not miss Team Neor, by the way. If you don't know anything about Team Neor's Facebook group page, it is unbelievable. They answer every single question without fail. They are responsive and incredible. If you are not friends or part of that group, friends. If you're not joining that group, Team Neora. You can ask anything under the sun about the products. They will respond.
That's awesome.
They are awesome. It was not like that. It was like pulling teeth to try to get an answer about this or that or why. They are open book now. They're like, we're here to help you. It is phenomenal. Team Neora. Awesome. Right philosophies equal right expectations. So if my philosophy is success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I love it when Jeff says that. What a great philosophy. It's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, success. It is not bam, I made it, I'm here. It is a progressive realization, right? And you can only realize it as you look back on your experience. At least that's my experience. I don't know how great it is until I look back. I don't know how powerful it is until I look back. Right? This business, like my life, is meant to be lived forward and really understood looking back. And that's when you gain more knowledge from doing the activity to do more activity as a different person, to gain more knowledge, looking back to do more activity, right? It's just this awesome. I love this. Has anyone seen this? Shalon Murphy posted this. Who here thinks that their business should go like this? Who here has seen their business go like this, and then like this?
Oh, sure.
And then maybe just a little bit up. This is Apple. This is the third quarter of 2007 to the fourth quarter of 2018. They had small growth. Small up, look at a little bit. 2 more months of loss. Little stair step, flat. Up, we went up a little bit, up, a little bit, up, a little bit, up. Boom, we should quit. Bam, big month. Down, down, a little bit up. Bam, big month. That's a real, and would you consider Apple a failure? Do you think they sit in the boardroom and go, how do we feel about it? Are we emotionally okay? What books are we reading? Right? No, they have here's what they do. They inoculate themselves from the outside. They create the culture that they're looking for. They focus on the activity in front of them the next month or the next quarter. They say, this is the activity that we're doing. This is what we're going to put out there. We're going to come back. We're going to see what we did. We're going to regroup, and we're going to try to do better, keeping the culture the same. Keeping culture number one. Because people are going to want to continue to buy because of how they feel when they buy Apple. How they feel when they have the iPhone. I'm a part of society. You got an iPhone, I got an iPhone, right? Now, guess what all the other smartphones are doing? They say, ooh, we're going to use that, and we're going to be the anti-culture. They're now creating a culture of buy this phone because you're not part of the big poll, right? It's all about how we make people feel in buying things.
It's definitely an Apple versus Android thing.
Oh, totally, right? It's a team thing.
Android already.
Right? Yeah. But here's the great, I love this because this is what your business will look like. You're going to have incredible months where you think, heck yeah, killing it. I just went A and D. What happened to my team? Right? Oh, I got customers that are going every other month. This is my, oh, God dang it. Right? I mean, but ultimately what we're doing is we're going up and up and up and to the right. If you squint your eyes, it looks like it's going like this. Right? Up and to the right. But the reality is it's like this. Right? I love this slide. It's Apple. That your business is no different. How about that?
I love this.
I love it. We were talking about it last night. You do not choose to fail. You're going to fail. That's life. You choose to be victorious. And the slide before this was a great example of that. You're going to fail, relatively speaking, on whatever failure is. That means you're going to go backwards. You're going to mess this up. Go ahead.
On your slide before,
Yes.
if you look at the end of that slide, how many people think that now Apple's failing?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Totally. Yes. Android people. Guess who that is? That's all the people out there in other companies going, oh, let me tell you about
They're
how
on their way
native
out.
you guys are.
Realistically, though, Apple is losing market share compared to Android devices in the world.
You don't think they're going to reinvent themselves? They'll reinvent themselves somehow. I think they will. Someone's going to come along and be like, I'm going to be the person to do it. The beautiful part is that our Steve Jobs doesn't have cancer and he's not going to die.
Yep.
Because Apple would not be doing that if Steve Jobs is still here.
They'll be a lot higher.
It'd
with
be a lot higher.
more innovation.
That's the difference between. That's why we are so unique. Our leader he's unbelievable.
He's healthy.
Yeah, he's healthy, but he's unbelievable. I've looked at other companies. A lot of us have looked at other companies. My fiance, actually, when we started doing this business, there's people that did this business called Hot Rocket. It was travel, and she's like, she got the bug of network marketing, and someone came along and said, hey, we should, do this. You and Natalie should look at it. And I'm like, I'm not looking at it. She can do whatever she wants. And she did it. She looked at it, and people flew in, and all this, the way it's going to be, and the perception didn't meet reality. It didn't even come close. Leadership didn't have systems in place. The product didn't follow through. It was just not. And my fiance was like, I will never, ever leave Jeff Olson. And it wasn't I'll never leave New York. Jeff Olson, because of the way he runs this business, and because he brought this guy aboard. You guys know this guy's story?
Yeah.
You know where he came from? So he was on Dateline. If you can Google it, Chris Matthews. You know Chris Matthews on Dateline? Right, the guy that does Catch Predator stuff. So they infiltrated a company that was Amway. It's public knowledge. So Amway started this other company called themselves Quicksilver or something. Because yeah.
Was that when they did the whole online thing with the little discs?
I don't know, but the story goes like the overall story goes like this. He was one of the top earners in Amway, the very top, and he started feeling very uneasy about how they were doing business. Anyone ever heard this? Everyone at the top makes money. It's a pyramid scheme. It was the truth where he was at. The reason why is because only the people at the top were the ones making the money, because they were throwing the trainings, and they would charge you $20 a day for a weekend training, and there would be all tools in the back from them recording their trainings that you would buy, and they would buy tools from the company and resell them in the back, and they would get everyone all riled up and sell the dream and buy the products and make sure to get your product for next month. If Section A didn't work, buy products B, and then go out there and resell it. And everyone's got a garage full of crap and a closet full of stuff, and they can't get rid of it, and yet they keep selling it. Well, who's making all the money? He was making all the money. He said, Tim, I was making no more than 15% from actual product sales, and I was making lots of money. So he went to the CEO, and he said, this is wrong. What we're doing is wrong. I can't do this anymore. And the CEO said, you're not messing with other people's money. You better let that dog lie. And he couldn't live with it. So he went and he blew the whistle. And the people he blew the whistle to said, we already have a mole inside of your company. And if you're willing to corroborate, see? Red Rover. Okay. If you're willing to corroborate with what we're finding out, this will be even more of a story. And he walked away from all of his money because ethically he couldn't live like that anymore. He needed state police outside of his door for days because people were threatening his life because they were messing with their lifestyle. And when you mess with people's lifestyle, they can get really nasty. That's the type of guy who's the president of our company, who walked away from it all the money, because his ethics. So when Jeff Olson called him up, you think a guy like this is going to join Jeff Olson if there's an ounce of doubt that he's not an ethical man? No way. Because he has a reputation to uphold of a man of ethics. And not only has he become the president, he's become the face of our company. And Jeff's able to go, good. Because what he does is he focuses on our daily activities and what we do now. And what Jeff's able to do is focus on where we're going.
Right.
So that when we get there, he said, here's the carpet. You guys just keep walking. You're just going to keep laying it out. And so you'll never have to worry about the CEO going, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do? Like, none of that stuff's going on. Jeff is one of the smartest people in the world, and he is literally making this his swan song. He is putting his stamp on it, his family, it's everything to him. This is his baby. This is not like, I'm going to do this and then sell it off. This is his ride out to the sunset on the horse company. You get to be a part of it. We all get to be a part of it. God, that's insanely incredible. Right? I mean, that's insanely incredible to have that. So, he's incredible. We're incredible. Am I missing anything? I'm not. So,
You are
I don't know, maybe. I hope that was awesome. That was my first reading letter. I'll set this up. I think Mike's coming up here for something. Right? Are you going to share or Ray Lynn?
We got a little something to give you.